All right, guys, we're gonna go live in a second. My girlfriend's still on a call, so give me another few minutes here. In the meantime, I'm watching OCG, possible entry on this one for a move.
Once.
Now over 14. All right, I think she went to a different room. All right, so OCG, I'm watching this one. I was thinking about maybe buying this one on a quick pullback, but it, kept on ripping here. I think we have upside here till 15, so I'm quite bullish on this ticker. Plus, it's one of our kind of few gappers today that's actually in a solid upwards trend, so it's looking pretty good as well. I feel like my camera is super out of place today, but whatever. I could always move that in a little bit. So OCG watching here at 14. Hasn't really pulled back too much. We might see a little bit more of a flag pattern. Yeah, I see SINO as well at 11, looking really interesting. Larger resistance roughly at 1180, 12. 13.7 is actually a pretty good possible spot. I'm going to put a limit order here just in case there's a quick pullback. I'm watching SINO on my second screen. Sellers there. Let's see how much they dip this ticker. Holding pretty well here. I'm not a big fan of getting aggressive on the fourth green candle. Borderline fifth green candle, so I'm kind of doing a little bit more chilling here. Wait a second, I need more like this. Failed breakout there at 14.25. I think it's going to need more consolidation, so we might be getting that here soon. It's really kind of, this is an awkward setup here. A lot of sell volume on that last failed spike to the upside. I still have a buy limit order here at 13.75. Not sure if we're going to get it. Moved my limit order down. Went to 78. I feel like it's still a bit extended here. I'm going to remove my limit order for now. Well, in the meantime, as we're kind of just sitting here waiting, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the stream. It's 9 a.m., 9:04. Still in Montenegro, looking like a really good day. Tomorrow's going to be a really nice day as well. Tomorrow, we're renting a boat, and we're going to do a drive around for a few hours. So I probably won't be trading pre-market either tomorrow, which is fine. But maybe if we get back in time, we're going to leave early in the morning, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. SINO is making a nice little pop there to the upside. Definitely worth watching as well. We have just so many tickers today that, you always want to be thinking about, what's the most obviously gapper. And, you don't want to be chasing too many tickers and not really in tune with any one. So that's why I'm more focused on OCG. We had some okay trades on this one. I didn't get any of the big rips to the upside, unfortunately. But overall, OCG, we're walking away green on. So I'm pretty happy. Do a boat review, maybe. But then I would have to film stuff. I don't know how much filming I'm going to do. Probably 0. Might take a picture here and there. I'm pretty lazy when it comes to being a camera guy. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty much the worst at it. Like I'll do a whole trip to some random country, and you know, a week later I'll realize I didn't take one picture. Like that's me. So the fact that, you know, I'm a YouTuber and stuff is a bit weird. But that's why we pretty much just stream. OCG is, whew, this ticker just doesn't want to drop. Look at this volume coming in here. People are dip buying this one like there's no tomorrow. Really impressive. 14 million float, 190 million market cap. They're kind of a hot runner from yesterday. Yeah, it's a tough call, honestly. The catalyst is somewhat debatable as well in my eyes. It's a hot topic, this ticker, with the non-fungible tokens. I was hoping we get a few more trades in so far pre-market, because it was a very slow pre-market, and it wasn't until like 8:30 till I really started trading. Well, okay, there's a trade here, and there's a few other ones across the board. Overall, right now we're sitting up just shy of a K. 750 on OCG, BHTG we're up 136, NEOS we're up 100, so in total 989. So pretty solid pre-market, although I almost did no trading till about 8:30. BHTG just didn't really amount to much, so we didn't really get much opportunity here. I did two very quick trades. My second trade I gave back quite a bit of profit, then I made a little bit back. So I'm ending the green on that one. And then NEOS, kind of similar situation. NEOS, you know, we had a little bit of a breakout trade I did here, but then we didn't get as much follow through as I was hoping, and then kind of closed it out, and it's kind of been fizzly and light volume ever since. So, you know, just kind of sitting back, waiting here. SINO, look at this thing charging right now. Not bad at all. Markets are going to open a little bit red today, which is fine. Sometimes it gives a little bit more focus on our small caps, so that's good. But 0.7% is pretty high, so I do want to be mindful of that. You know, we could have TOS issues with the market shaking that much, so... It doesn't really seem like anything crypto related is much of a fad, Joshua, at the lately. I mean, it just gets stronger and stronger. So they might be here to stay. I don't know. It's so hard to say. It definitely makes sense though. Bit of a charge here on TKAT. TKAT was yesterday's gapper. Congrats to anyone that nailed TKAT. It was an absolute runner in the afternoon. I did not even notice this ticker. I was done trading pretty much at 10 something, and then I looked again what the market was doing somewhere. I'm not even really sure. I think it was early on. It was like somewhere before 11:30, and I didn't notice TKAT running. Anyway, I never ended up trading any of this, but I know some of you guys did, reaching out to me and posting in the Discord as well. So congrats to anyone who nailed TKAT. That one definitely slid by me, but that's fine. I was done with trading for the day. OCG setting up here. DMC, I think you spoke 1 second too early, huh? But yeah, I do know what you mean by that. I like the kind of continued support here at VWAP in general. You know, you wonder how much can this thing sell off, but I don't know. Long-term chart's a little bit rough here. We got to get over 12.5 and maybe we'll run to 13.5. Volume's okay on this ticker. Yeah, NFT Catalyst. These non-fungible tokens are really popping up lately. So, you know, every time we see kind of the start of a new rally, we start seeing like tickers run without micro news, so without company specific news, but they'll still be running because they're part of a more of a macro trend, which seems to be NFTs right now. So if there's an NFT out there, ticker, that you like, and it's in a little bit of a start of an uptrend, honestly, it might be a good swing trade. We might be getting into some swing trade territories in some of these tickers because, you know, like you have it every now and then, you get, you know, 3, 4, 5 weeks of swing trading all tickers or day trading tickers that are all in the same space. And then you just see the same small cap tickers over and over again. Sometimes they go away for a few days, but then they come back because they're in that uptrend for multi-weeks, multi-months, sometimes even. I think NFTs could be that area, or it could be that niche. Yeah, Anthony, I do sometimes. I rarely do it because it's not very consistent. So sometimes I'm just away from the computer for an hour. And I don't know, I feel like it'd be weird if I was just streaming for an hour. And then sometimes it's very inconsistent. You know, you can't just sit down and be like, all right, we're going to trade now. Unlike when the market's open, you know, there's usually always something to trade. So that's really why I don't do it. Plus, it allows me to be a little bit, I guess, creative. I don't know if that's the right word, but sometimes when you're not being videotaped, you feel like, oh, let me try this out. You know, I wouldn't say you break your rules, but, you know, sometimes I feel like when I'm streaming, I have to really stick to my rules, which I don't know if that's so true. I mean, I do all sorts of weird stuff when I'm streaming too. But it just, I don't know. It's like playtime without, you know, the parents watching. So I feel like it's somewhat healthy. Also, we'll see. You know, Friday. Oh, this Friday I probably won't do any pre-market trading, but you know, in general, now that I'm gonna, you know, take off streaming on Fridays for at least a bit, we'll see if that, you know, helps or hurts my stats. So I'll compare the last 6 months to the next 6 months, let's say, Friday stats, and see which ones I make more money on. The ones I, you know, stream or the ones I don't stream. And there's a big chance you know, I'm not even going to trade the market open on Fridays anymore. I might just trade pre-market. I don't know. These are all just, you know, I don't knows because we'll see what happens. But you know, maybe if I have 2 trades and I'm up $1,000 or $1, or you know, 10% of my average position size, whichever that amount is at the time, maybe I'm just gonna be like, you know what, this is a good day. I'm just gonna call it, you know, and go to the freaking local winery and have myself a nice little wine. Yeah, Colby, it is. It's very creative, and there's a lot of stuff you can do with it. And now it's already being picked up by big artists and musicians. You kind of hear about NFTs all over the place. You know, if it's Elon Musk doing something, or some rapper or something like that. You know, so it's. You know, that's a really interesting thing, Colby. We're gonna have to look into that. It's definitely a super unique concept. Um, I don't know. 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 I wouldn't discount it. I don't really feel like it's gonna disappear anytime soon, but we'll see. OCG, I'm having a hard time wanting to trade it up here. Yeah, I guess that wraps up pre-market trading for me. It's 9:15 now, so I like the upside here on OCG. I was thinking we might run to 15. I probably would have not traded near 15, but I probably would have wanted to see it us go into the 80s, maybe even the 90s. I don't think I would have traded the break of 15, but you know, ending here at 14.6 also feels a little bit disappointing. Turn the light on here a little bit. Justin Bieber. What's going on with Justin Bieber? I have NPR playing on the background. Where is that coming from? Justin Bieber, NPR. It should be one of these screens. Oops. I don't know. One of my browsers is playing something here, but it's not this one and it's not this one. These are the only two NPRs I have open.
Be an early bird. Give now for WM.
Oh, you know what? It's so quiet, I don't even hear anything. No.
To jump on and join our team.
Yeah, I don't know where this is coming from. Anywho, let's actually, while we're here, let's talk about some news. Did you guys hear that Wells Fargo crashed yesterday? According to Wells Fargo, is too many people logging in to see if they got their stimulus payments. I'm actually surprised that that alone can crash Wells Fargo's site. It feels like they should have a little bit of load balancing figured out at this point. So when I read that this morning, I was kind of confused. Here it is. Tiny Desk Home Concert. This is what was being played. I don't know how this was being played, though. I wasn't even clicking on it. I don't know. Interesting stuff. Sell some Winkler coins that allows us to have access to pre-market live streams. Yeah, maybe, Colby. Maybe that's what we're going to do at one point. I promise you guys I would never do secondary offerings at 940. Maybe 941. That would be so savage. I would do secondary offerings all day long. Unless you get the Class A shares, then you'll know ahead of time. We'll have announcements. We'll have alerts that go out when our secondary offerings are going to go on for the Class B shares. They'll be the most savage NFTs you can buy. I would have way too much fun with that. What was that tulip just now? I don't know where it went. Yeah, that would actually make a little bit of sense there. This Asian, anti-Asian hate going on in the U.S. On the news, it seems quite intense. I suppose I'd be very concerned as well. I mean, the U.S. also has a very dark history with their own kind of concentration camps during World War II. EU drug regulator will give verdict on AstraZeneca vaccine. That's going to be a big one. Right now it's recalled in most of Europe. Well, I'm actually not sure about most of Europe, but quite many parts of Europe. Google invests $7 billion across the US as it bets on post-pandemic office spaces. That's quite an ambitious bet. I feel like a lot of spaces are maybe thinking that, you know, home office is more the trend, but who knows? Joshua, that's not a bad idea. I'll have to keep that in mind. The Johnson vaccine last Saturday. Oh yeah, DMC. How did that go? How'd that process go? Definitely good stuff, man. I wish I could get a vaccine. I think in the U.S. it's probably gonna happen pretty soon. Maybe when I come visit in the U.S. I'll get a shot. Who knows? TKAT guys moving some quick moves again. I thought it was a little bit done here in this zone, but pop right back up. Got another 7.5 minutes here before the market opens, so no real rush. GM, have you guys been following GM? They're absolutely killing it. They've been in the news a lot lately for EV delivery vehicles, like for FedEx and whatnot, up 300%. I actually didn't go through Morning Brew yet this morning. Shame on me. Interesting. What he's talking about. Your roommate's boyfriend may not know what he's talking about. Wow, that's pretty serious. Iceland is one of the first countries in the world to reopen to tourists, but with some asterisks. Only those who can show full proof of full vaccination with the European Medicines Agency approved shot will be allowed glimpses of Iceland's insanely cute shaggy horses. Well, I guess that's the perk of a small country, right? You can kind of do what you want. Nobody really cares. If somebody like, you know, a country like US or Germany did that, or you know, India or something like that, or China, it would be freaking chaos in the streets. Right now, I'm actually outside the shedding zone right here. This is really random right here. Why Clubhouse will fail. Have you guys used Clubhouse yet? I didn't. It's not allowed on, or it's not on Samsung or Android yet. Or maybe it is. I don't know. I don't think I can handle one more app on my phone, though. Morgan Stanley is offering its wealthy clients access to Bitcoin funds, becoming the first major U.S. bank to do so. Talk about feeling like, even though it's the first one, it still feels super late to the party. But, you know, I guess anybody who's anybody probably already has some crypto at that point, or at this point, you know, anyone who is updated with the trends of the world. I don't know. Is that too extreme to say? It just feels like sometimes you're always... I'm astonished, like, of articles like this. Here's exactly what I was talking about before, where I was kind of surprised on the Google bet on OfficeSpaces. Ford will allow 30,000 employees who will have been working from home to keep working from home after the pandemic winds down. So if anything, I would have expected a decrease in OfficeSpaces, but yeah, who knows? I did not do my round of news this morning. I just realized, usually I always do. Oh, actually, I did read NPR for a while. I was stuck on a few articles. Let's see here. COVID down, keeps going down in the US. That's really nice. Worldwide, there is a bit of a second wave going on. Italy is a really good example of that. Really kind of rallying here. It's extremely unfortunate. Yesterday, Wells Fargo here, top searches, the bank outages that we talked about earlier. This is big in my eyes. Tax deadline pushed back. I think it was May 17th. Praise the Lord, baby Jesus. Now that is something I can get behind. Just thinking about taxes stresses me out a little bit. Wow, this is the most obnoxious website ever. If you guys ever make a website, don't have these things that just pop up something like that. That is just... Nobody wants that. Was that May 17th that I read? Yeah, May 17th. All right, we've got another minute here and 10 seconds before the market opens, so let's get in positions. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. Yeah, Abdul, I kind of feel the same way, but you know, I don't want to just talk kind of negatively about something I've never used, but just the thought of it kind of shifts my blood pressure a little bit, so I'm not sure how much I can get behind it. Oh yeah, nice DMC. I think my next visit to the States, I'm gonna get myself the tax accountant. All right, here we go. GM guys, I'm not watching this one. Whoops, talk about being not focused right now. I'm watching OCG out of the gate, guys. Good luck, everyone. I'm not gonna trade anyway at the market open, so that's why I'm not super stressed right now about jumping in on something. I like the move on OCG for the possible move of 15. That's really what I'm looking for. Quick little dip there. That could have been an entry right there at 14. Let's see what kind of continuation we have here. Maybe we'll already get that move to 15. I'm watching SINO on my second screen. TKAT making some pretty good moves as well. A lot of sellers coming in here on OCG. Remember, guys, be patient, but then get aggressive when you see the right setup. But don't trade shot. And if you're on TOS, probably don't trade the market open either. SINO, OCG both actually just turned red very quickly. TKAT leading with dollar volume. OCG second lead gapper. SINO third lead gapper right now. Almost feels like there's a scent of halt in the air. I can kind of feel like something's about to be halted. Oh my god, TKAT was just halted. There we go. That was weird. Talk about a 6 cents coming in there. So this one's going to be halted for at least 5 minutes here. So open up at 36.26. Let's keep watching OCG. This ticker is almost halted here as well. 15% dip there from the high, 8% from the mid-range. SINO also selling off here. So we're having a lot of potential red to green moves, guys. Take out your freaking piggy bank because this might be the time to buy some dips. Gotta be careful buying dips. They don't always work. Let's see, 8% down already here. We have much bigger support around 12. $12.20 looks like there's some support there. Let's see if this 1250 zone holds. TKAT still, well, of course it's still halted. Have a limit order on OCG here. I was going to go for that dip just now. I was 1 second too late to the party, maybe 2-3 seconds late to the party. I'm not going to keep that limit order there because I don't trade the same move usually twice. Sometimes it does work, but it's not really my style. UPST, what a rally here. I wasn't really interested on trading this one based on the size of it, but you know, $6.5 billion market cap really doesn't tickle my whiskers at all. I don't know, it's got room to run. I'm just not super stoked about it. SINO also had a bit of a red to green, not as nearly as strong as OCG though. OCG and SINO both looking like they're going to maybe continue a downwards trend here. There's big support on SINO here at like 10, but I'm not sure if I'm looking to trade that. I'm going to lean back here for a bit. Just see if maybe a different view helps. It's not that cheap. Yeah, I guess so. All right, there's the support off at 10. So it looks like there was some support there. That's a 3.5% bounce. That's not too shabby. Another minute before TKAT opens up. Oops, that was not the one I wanted. Yeah, volatility. Oh wait, that's not it. I think it's M. Trading hold codes. I forgot what M is. Well, there's a lot of M's. Volatility pause, yeah. I don't know why there's always so many different ways to write volatility pause on NASDAQ, but there is. I'm done. Yeah. EVOL being called out. Wow, yeah, EVOL is a massive ripper. A big reason I wouldn't want to trade this ticker, though, besides the fact that it halted on just, well, that's a nice move, but is because we've seen this happen in the past on this ticker. And does it ever hold its highs? No, not really. So I really have a hard time jumping on these. I know some of you guys slay it. There's some traders that love jumping on these kind of high flyers. It's not really my style. Maybe when I switch brokers to Lightspeed it will be, but definitely not with TOS. But you know, good upside potential for sure. Let's put an alert here, see if it breaks higher, and let's go back to TKAT because it's open. Let's watch this one. So it actually had a great recovery there, 10% move. Oof, instantly sold off again though. I'm watching OCG. It is breaking from a bear flag here a little bit. This could be a nice ticker closer to the 11 whole dollar zone. I gotta say, UPST, you know, I have my biases towards this one, but it is actually performing quite nice. Corey's all about it. Corey, are you long it? What? I don't even know if I can believe that. I feel like you would avoid one of those tickers for some reason. Are you long? OCG holding up quite well. It's turning into the lead gapper right now, mainly because TKAT was halted and didn't have time to get that dollar volume accumulated. There's going to be a lot of people liking to trade TKAT just because of yesterday. Yeah, okay, Corey. That's what I was thinking. I was a little confused when you said that. I don't know why, but I didn't even think it was a joke. I thought it was a. I thought I just totally like miscalculated that. Yeah, I'm watching OCG as well. I don't think I'm gonna trade it yet. Yeah, there's the flush, honestly, just on it. I would have a hard time trading a ticker going for the red to green daily candle, where just is getting into territories that flushed before. You know, the first left shoulder is a flush, so it's not something that really breeds confidence. So let's see. I don't know. Maybe break at 12. Well, things will get a little bit more interesting. It's not the nicest open at all. It's probably a good time, guys, to send a little reminder out. Tomorrow I won't be streaming, but if I am back from the boat trip before market opens, I will be in the Discord here. Even if I'm not back before the pre-market starts, you know, at one point I will be there. So just don't forget to join the Discord. We won't be streaming tomorrow, but I will be in the Discord group. DXF being called out as well. Interesting rally on this ticker. Another Chinese ticker. I wonder if this is also an NFT Guys, NFTs, this is an interesting time to maybe start looking for your favorite NFT swing trade and hold on to that baby for a month or so, or I don't know, till it goes over 100%, because this looks like we're at one of the beginnings of a hot trend here. I had a bigger flush. Oops. It's lacking catalyst though on this one. Not sure why this ticker is moving. A lot of tickers have like almost the exact same chart pattern. I mean, look at TKAT right now, and then compare that to OCG. Market open sell off with 2 flushes. UPST kind of had a little bit of a bounce there, but also sold off. SINO selling off. WSM selling off. NEOS, you know, there was potential here. Also selling off. Yes, guys. The Discord is totally free. You just gotta go on that link and scroll down. You'll see the Discord button. No, Young Mo, I'm actually not at the moment. I'm in no NFT plays at the moment. But if I start seeing a nice trend on an NFT, I will. So TKAT, obviously the ticker we're looking at today. OCG, another one. ZKIN, that was from earlier in the week, if I remember properly. Yeah, ZKIN. Yeah, I mean, this is what we're talking about right here. We're getting these multi-week runners right now, and let's actually start a new personal. Create watch list. NFTs. TKAT. Usually I would be day trading right now, guys, but it is a desert out there, so with a lot of mirages, and I think it's not great conditions for my strategy. CWRK. So why not do some research here? OCG popping though. It's not that I'm not watching the market. I'm watching. I have 2 screens with charts on them. I got my watch list on my other screen, and then I got, you know, you guys on my 4th screen. So, you know, I see what's going on, but at the same time, I'm not really liking what's going on. So there's a little bit of support we're seeing here coming in. A little bit of support. OCG, I gotta say, this ticker only pulled it back around 10% since the open, from the open, and that could actually be a good sign because it didn't sell off super much. We might see this ticker coming back up. So I like kind of what I'm seeing on OCG. Sorry about that. There goes EVOL. Opened up higher from the hold. Congrats to anyone that nailed that one. Green Day right now. So I would be a little bit worried. OCG coming towards bigger resistance at 15. ZKIN here at 10. You know, some of these already had their big spikes. I would let them maybe consolidate a little bit. CWRK, I need to look into this one a little bit more. I haven't analyzed it. Right now, I kind of want to focus on, never mind, OCG just got halted right when I wanted to say I want to focus on it. What I like about OCG is that upside potential. It has huge upside potential. I really like OCG. $12.1. 35. CWRK, $152 million market cap. Financial technology blockchain company that designs platforms for digital currencies, assets, and security tokens. That designs platforms. On March 12th, the company said its existing NFT platform will expand to include Bitcoin and Ethereum as payment methods. So yeah, this is a pure hype play. Let's go to CWRK. CWRK is the lowest one in market cap wise. Shares 47 million, so they have a pretty decent amount of shares. This is a fairly new company that's in a strong upwards trend. I gotta say, it's a bit unfortunate that I don't have more buying power. I would probably throw this one in my Roth IRA and look to hold it for, you know, with an 8-week time horizon. I would feel pretty comfortable with that, actually. Yeah, Corey, I also missed OCG, but I think you're probably way more aggressive on it. I was just looking at it and wanted to switch my screens to OCG, and it halted. CWRK is definitely not a day trade kind of ticker, but it looks like it's a good swing trade. I would probably see if I can accumulate this one under 3. I have it in different portfolio where I have some funds available. I might look for CWRK on that. Maybe we'll do a really small position size, like 3K, and I'll swing trade it in my day trade portfolio. Can't really hurt anything, but I think CWRK is not a ticker I'd want to day trade, but I think this one's a really good candidate for a multi-week swing trade. I would probably look for a position under $3 right now because I don't want to buy it near the highs. And I wouldn't be surprised if it started, you know, accumulating here a little bit more. Around 2.8, 2.75 or something like that, maybe even to 2.3. So a small position size would allow me to, you know, go in again with big size or bigger size, average down. So I think that's how I would play CWRK. I think it's pretty interesting. I would have to look up, you know, why is CWRK down today? Probably because it just had a big yesterday, and you know the other ones are up so much. So it's a little bit confusing. OCG is going to open up again pretty soon here, pretty much a minute and 30 seconds. Really? Actually, Jeff, thanks for letting me know about that. That's actually really important to know. Jeff says you can't buy this ticker on Robinhood or WB. What is WB? Let me see if I can buy it. Rejected buy. You know what? I can't buy this ticker either on TD Ameritrade. So that is a big problem. Oh yeah, Jeff. Webull. Oh, you guys are all calling out Webull. Yeah, WB for Webull totally makes sense. I was thinking like Wells Bank. No. That would be Wells Fargo. I don't know. Webull, that might be one of the first times I've seen Webull being used as an acronym kind of in the chat room. Maybe I'm wrong, but it definitely didn't come native or didn't feel instinctual to see that. You know what, Sasa? That's so funny. That's the first thing I thought of as well. I was like, Wall Street Bets? No, you can't buy stocks on Wall Street Bets. Oh boy, that's so bad. That thought would even come in my head is not good. All right, OCG should have opened up here unless I'm counting wrong. OCG was halted at 45.29. It should have opened. 5 minutes have passed. All right, very weird. Very, very weird stuff. TKAT, new high of day. So, you know, we have energy here. We have tickers worth, you know, looking at to trade. They're a little bit higher than my risk tolerances. That's why I'm not really trading right now. I was kind of looking to go long OCG, but this looks like it's going to be a 10-minute halt here. So 55.29. I'm not a big fan of trading these halts either. OCG has a 14 million float, so yeah, it does have that spike ability. I'm gonna put alert on here in case I miss it. People want something to trade, and SINO right now is filling that void. I'd be so careful with SINO because that previous flush here on the break of 11, so I don't know if I'm going to touch it. I'm going to actually quickly run to the restroom, fill up my tea, and I'll be right back. This is a good opportunity. SINO, it's actually not a bad pullback at all. We got another 30 seconds for OCG to open up. Anyone trade that pullback on SINO? You know, in hindsight, that was a really nice pullback, but I don't know if I would have done it. That volume was no joke high. I think, Carlos, a lot of these plays today are all NFT plays, really. Ooh, OCG, look at that spike to the upside. Whoo! Man, my target was 15. Open up from the halt and just rip through that. Oh man, I feel like I'm sitting on my hands right now. Oh well. EOS not really doing much. Where was your stop? And UPST, guys, this one, you know, I keep looking and talking about it, but I don't trade it. It's freaking so nice. Nice, Sean. 1500 on OCG, just like that, man. Big congrats. That's legit. That's how you do it. That stop must have been taken out like pre-market or something. Interesting, Robert. I have a hard time playing tickers that long. These small caps, I would be stopped at all the time. Corey calling HOFV. OCG looking healthy. And sticker could easily get halted again. It was a really, really strong move this ticker had. I'm watching it here. Not sure how I want to go about trading it though. It'd be nice to get a much lower entry. That was an 8% move already off the lows, almost 6-7%. Nice top. Yeah, EVOL, that I would have pooped myself. TKAT just doesn't want to stop. The sticker's really, really wrecking it right now. This was yesterday's winner, and it has yet to really slow down. Offering the unique opportunity for investors to participate in the fine art market through shared ownership. Yeah, I mean, it's a heavy-duty NFT play. There's HOFE, ZKIN kind of popping up as well. Slow mover on HOFE, but a little bit more something you can get behind without major risk, it feels like. ZKIN, 1020, finding support. OCGN selling off just a bit. OCG, sorry, I think I just said OCGN. Oof, yeah, he's going. it's been a tough market open today for sure. OCG might be a good trade here. Might be worth a dip opportunity. That's been a lot of sell pressure. Small size here at 33. Very small size. Try to take some profits on my tiny size, but it was too quick. Oop, out. 300 shares. We're talking around $5,000 position size. Not even. Shy of $5,000 position size. Risky setups equals small size. Nice DMC, super happy, man. Super happy to hear. Corey, you said HOFV, and Ramoli said it was also a NFT. I'm gonna have to do my homework on these tickers because it really seems like they're gonna be hot runners now for a while. I think we're gonna see a lot of these tickers again and again and again. Let's see. Appears to be a new favorite of retail investors at large. TKAT, Hong Kong-based online art trading platform, promised to increase attention from social media amid frenzy some surrounding NFTs. It's just a pure NFT play. That's why we're talking about all these things being more macro trends. It's the companies themselves aren't really doing anything specifically new, so there's not a lot of micro news, not a lot of news around the company. It's more this NFT kind of anything in the industry. Man, pre-market on OCG, I had some pretty serious trades. I think I had a $22,000 or $23,000 trade. And I just took a $3,000 trade. So it shows you that it's not so much my lack of confidence, but I just don't really trust these setups. So, you know, I would like to trade more often, but I don't like to trade tickers usually getting halted so much. That's why I use such small position size. OCG here at VWAP looks pretty interesting. TKAT also bounced off of VWAP now. Nice bounce there on OCG off VWAP. Yeah, we could have got a bit more aggressive on that one. I was thinking about it, but by the time I was kind of playing it out of my head, it was almost over already. OCG possibly moving under VWAP right now. There's the move under 14. Instantly revives itself though. Jonathan, it's a tricky day for sure. It's doing all right. AMC back again. How's that ticker doing? Oh boy. I'd be very cautious here. It's decreasing volume, increasing price. Very, very dangerous divergence going on. Always want to be careful in these situations. Impending flush for sure. I don't know, maybe it's going to run to 17.5 or so, but the downside on this one just would make me way too nervous. No, I did not, Jared. What's going on with the shorting rules? This came out on March 11th. That puts stock trading up. Is it really the retail traders who are wreaking so much havoc on the market? That sounds a little bit overstated. The potential risk of smartphone apps that gamify stock trading, that's totally besides the point, I feel like. I've never been a big fan of the Robinhood app to begin with, but I mean, I'm still not, this doesn't sound very good. All right, let's see. They so far doesn't really say anything. In her letter, LE suggests that the SEC consider crafting regulations that require firms providing options trading to retail consumers to disclose more information to those customers and more closely examine whether these retail customers understand such products. I like the first part. More information to customers is great. The second part, more closely examine whether retail customers understand such products, is a little confusing. I mean, that's already why, you know, there's the $25,000 pattern day trader rule, right? She suggests that the burden lie on brokers to conduct the sufficient due diligence whether individual customers qualify to trade options. Yeah, I mean, another form that says how long you've been trading for, and you just select whatever number. I don't know. Lee's letter specifically called out short-term trading based on social media as a contributor to market volatility. I mean, that's just another way to get news on social media. Yeah, this is the most vague thing I've ever read in my life. Let's see here. In sentiments that echoed the Senate committee hearing, she also noted that firms receiving payment for access to their order flow were under an obligation to close that information. And that's definitely good. It's also nothing really new. Lizzie letter hedge funds held hedge funds accountable for their actions, particularly in regard to short selling. She wrote the commission should consider requiring increased disclosure of short selling to regulators and the general public. I think this would be savage for hedge funds and any short seller and a large short seller in general. Lee pointed out the dangers of short selling and more significantly the dangers of short selling who spread rumors and attempts to devalue a company's stock. Well, yeah, I mean, there's that. Finally, she noted that the market seems to be resilient in the face of wild swings in stock value, but Lee wrote the SEC plans to explore the possibility that such trading events could pose systematic risk in the future. Could they really? Maybe. I don't know. That's a giant shot in the dark. That's just probably a fancy thing to say. I mean, GameStop systematic risk. I'm not sure. The commission is always concerned with the impact of significant volatility that is not explained by apparent market fundamentals. I don't know. It doesn't really say anything about new rules, though. $48 hours over 21 days. That would be big. That wouldn't really make any sense, though, because trades take longer to come to fruition for swing trading. OCG's, looking kind of interesting, but it's definitely on the backside right now. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would have to look into this a little bit more. So far, that doesn't make any sense from what I read. Also, there was nothing specific. Here's something a little bit more concrete, it looks like. Usually I would be trading right now, but I don't like the way the tickers are moving, so I'm not too inclined to be trading these backside moves. TKAT and OCG are very similar right now. Make chaos. Fifth circuit breaker in history comes fast after fourth, underlying the vulnerability of equities. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, this is look at this guy. He's loving it. That's gonna be me when I'm 90 or something. I'm just gonna be trading my stocks. This is an old article from 2020. I thought it said March 14th, 2021. If you guys have any more information about this, I don't see any set in stone rules, but feel free to share it in the Discord. For my weekend homework, guys, I'm definitely gonna be looking up some NFTs. I'll share anything interesting. I'll make probably a post about it, so I'll share some of the stuff in the Discord as well under Swing Trade. So don't forget to join the Discord if you guys haven't done so already. But I will probably be making a post this weekend on NFTs. Probably pick out my favorite NFTs and where I would be looking for possible entries. So keep an eye out for that one. I definitely want to do a little bit of due diligence this weekend. JFIN. I be jiffing all through the... What's that song? Jammin'. Is that Bob Marley? Jammin' Bob Marley. We're jamming. And I hope you like jammin' too. That's how it goes. Jiffin. Replace jammin' with jiffin, and that's what's going on here. And we're jiffin. All right, let's see what Jiff is doing. JFIN. Big resistance here on JFIN. Possible upside till 10 though. And this could still be in play though. It's not on the backside yet. Right now it's reaching the 9 EMA. Mid cap, $500 million market cap, so it's a little bit larger. A lot of jiffing with you. Yeah, Don, exactly. Yeah, okay, I'm probably losing my mind here a little bit. Yeah, Mike, it looks like it's going to be a pretty hot multi-week trend here, multi-month trend. Even if it's a fad, the market doesn't care. It's Scully. What's an example of a real disaster blaster? Like, we're talking about being stuck in a 10% flush that turns into a halt or something like that. It's been a bit, but in March, I think I had like 3 disaster blasters. Yeah. And then, no, not in March, in February. In February, I had disaster blasters all over me. I had 3 red days that were over $2,000. My max stop for the day is 10% of my average position size, which right now is about $1,000. So I was freaking sloppy Sally all February long with those kind of numbers. It just wasn't really good. So that's not very good from my end. Ooh-wee. We're up $1,100 right now. That puts us almost at $10,000 for the month in day trading profits. That ain't too bad, guys. That ain't too bad. Either way, my average position size right here at 9.5, let's say roughly if we average it. So yeah, 10% of that is, if I'm down $950, I have to technically call it for the day. That's my max loss for the day. So that means in February, which obviously my stats were a little bit different in February, but still, in February I made less money day trading. February was such a bad month for me. I gave back so much. I gave back $20,000 in February. Yeah, so I went over my max stop so many times. That was really bad. Yeah, Mike, and it's really good to realize that the fact that that's what everyone's talking about, because that's how you want to start getting aggressive on these kind of multi-month swings here, multi-week swings. Guys, why do I keep talking about UPST and I don't trade it? This was probably today's winner. It's over $100, but this was probably one of the cleanest trading tickers today. Perfect pullbacks, nice breakouts. It's a $7.4 billion company. I'm not surprised I didn't trade it, but dang. What happened in Feb? Did I figure it out? I was just kind of sloppy. I think I was trying to, beat January, and I was really occupied with having to plan my next trip to be out of Germany for 6 months at a time for residency reasons, and then I don't know, there was just a lot going on, and I probably didn't have the clearest head with day trading. I started the month with TOS issues where we gave back like $700, and I spent the next week calling TD Ameritrade. That was really annoying. I lost my trust in the platform quite a bit. I don't know. It was a very volatile month. We had GME as a lead gapper pretty much every day for a week. It was just a freaking wild month in both directions. I had my first 2,000. No, that's not true. I had my first $2,000 day the last day of the year last year, I think. Anyway, I had multiple $2,000 days and multiple $2,000 red days. So it's just, I don't know, it's just volatility in both directions. Dang, Jared, that's no joke. But yeah, if I was down 20,000 in Tesla, I wouldn't really be too worried. I would just, hope I don't need the money anytime soon, because I think, Tesla is a long-term play. And to me, every time Tesla's down, is all I would be doing is buying more. So man, we predicted this one perfectly. I just wish I had some more funds available. But yeah, when this ticker was here, we drew this circle saying we would want to go long closer to the 180 day simple moving average, and we had the bounce of a lifetime there with Tesla. So congrats to anyone that nailed that one. All right, so what we're gonna do here, or what I'm gonna do, is over the weekend I'm gonna prepare. I just kicked the table with my chin. Oh, that was a nasty one. Oh, even some skin came off. Oh, I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that. Oh, that really hurt. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some NFT research over the weekend. I'm going to at least have 3 of my top favorite NFTs and where I would possibly enter them. So keep an eye out for that. I'll post it on the Discord, but I'll also share it, just in general on the stream Monday. Also, if you guys are curious whatever I'm up to and you guys want to see if I've done anything, you can always just go to tradejournal.co/Winkler, which is my username here, and you can see my recent posts. So you'll see this one update as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a volatile day. It wasn't really that clean, but we're up $1,100, so I'm pretty happy. I don't really see a reason to keep on trading at this point unless I want to start tripping over myself. I don't know. Don't forget to drop a like, guys. I do appreciate that. You guys have been so supportive this week, specifically with my, health breakdowns pretty much that was happening on Monday. Anything else? Today's elite gapper, OCG, TKAT, and, to me, SINO was kind of the second more interesting one. BHTG, I was trading, but this one really didn't amount to anything. BHTG, maybe it's going to have more of a late day run. I don't know. This thing definitely looks dead, so I wouldn't be touching this one with a 10-foot pole anymore. Maybe it's going to have a dead cat bounce, go up 6% or so at one point. I don't know. It's tough to say. It seems like SINO is a little bit more interesting, but really what I would be focusing on today is NFT. So I think if you want to keep trading today, you want to be a little bit more focused on that one. Maybe we'll put UPST as our third one, because this one is the one I kept talking about all day that I never pulled the trigger on. Yeah, so I think that wraps up everything here. You have to go on an NFT exchange. To be honest, I've never done it myself, so I can't really comment on that, but I'll definitely do some research, Michael, and I'll talk about it in the article, and maybe we'll talk about it then on Monday as well. It's Scully. What's a good price level for Tesla? I think it's going to have another fail, another attempt at the low. So I would try to accumulate anything below 650 in my eyes would be a nice snag. Obviously, if you get something in the 500s again, that's even better. But anything close to 600, 650, I think is pretty good. With me swinging Tesla, I think there's better things usually to swing, but I would be a long-term holder in Tesla, and I would just accumulate on the dips. I've said that pretty much for over a year now, and I still feel the same way. Yep, I agree with Jared for sure. All right, guys, then I will see you then first thing tomorrow. No, let me think about this for a second. I'll see you guys first thing Monday morning. No streaming tomorrow. I may be trading tomorrow, but I'm also going to be out tomorrow, so I'm not sure what time I get back. But you guys will see me in the Discord. So don't forget to sign up to the Discord. It's in that first link below in the video, tradejournal.co/connect. You can find the link there and sign up. And I'm going to do my NFT research this weekend and all that fun stuff. I think research is required right now because NFTs, I haven't really exposed myself in it a little bit. I think I have to buy some NFTs, even if it's just like $10 here and there, just to get a little bit of exposure. Because if you do that, then you kind of get it, right? If you still haven't bought any Bitcoin, it probably still feels very confusing. But if you just bought some and put some in a wallet, you kind of get it at one point, right? So I need to do that with NFTs. And then I want to find the best stocks that are NFT related, because I think we're in a nice swing. But I don't want to buy anything too high because... just look at TKAT. TKAT in my eyes is definitely too high. So, $10 homeless art. Exactly. Michael says, do you think you can on eToro? eToro is worth maybe considering. I'm not a big fan of eToro, but hey, if it's just to buy some and try some out, then go for it. All right, guys. Then, have a great Friday trading, and have a great rest of your Thursday. Peace out, guys. Ciao.